How do you think Aaron Rodgers' teammates will respond to this criticism?
Shit, they should accept it. If anybody can criticize somebody, it's A-Rod. He the leader of the team. He the quarterback. Shit, he also said if we have meetings, guys need to pull up to the meeting so they can know what route to run. He also said that he need to play better. He also said that it's a throw to Roman Wilson that I got to make. So it ain't like he just shitted on everybody else. He said what he need to do better. He said what the team need to do better. And I don't see nothing wrong with that at all. You know what I'm saying? He's the quarterback. He the leader. They should take heed to what he's saying and lock in. They still can do something in the NFC North. So if they real pros, then shit, they'll lock in, bro. He calling the team out as he should. If we a 6-6 team, somebody need, with this kind of roster, somebody need to say something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody need to say something. So I like it, bro. It is what it is. I like it. If I was A-Rod, I'd dap him up in the locker room and say, shit, I'm going to do my part, bro. I got you on this defensive side.
I don't see what he did wrong. I watched the whole interview.
I watched the whole.
It was 13 minutes long. He started by saying, I need to be better.
That's it.
I'm not impressed with my performance. My performance wasn't good enough. I have to be better. They tried to bait him multiple times. They asked him about the coaches. He said, I know what y'all trying to do. I like what our coaches are doing. I agree with our coaches. He protected the coaches. Then the lady tried to say, what about the accountability? Is it too late in the season for they still to be having these issues? And he said, who said it was an issue? I said we need to hold ourselves accountable. I'm holding myself accountable. That's why I'm saying this. Then he said, TJ, I'm sure he was in here before. He's holding himself accountable. That's reality of the team is if we're going to fix this, we have to hold ourselves accountable. I don't know what people are expecting him to do. He said, Jonnu Smith, I made a check to an inside route. He ran an outside route. And he said, I'm sure Jonnu Smith is beating himself up right now, but he's a pro, and I know he's going to get it right. What the heck do y'all want A-Rod to do? This is why y'all brought him here, for his leadership and somebody who's going to step up and say something.
Exactly.
So, shoot, I don't, what do you, they better respond.
Skip think he should just be quiet.
Is it my turn? You want to go, Richie?
I mean, I don't mind him calling out guys. You know, it's Aaron Rodgers' MO right now. I think he's getting, the older he gets and the longer he plays in the league and the more darkness retreat he does, he gets more spicy out there. I mean, I get calling out the guys in the media, pull up to the film sessions, buy in, you know, trying to get some accountability. But Rodgers on the field is just pointing fingers at everybody, yelling at offensive linemen, yelling at receivers, doing this. The Pittsburgh Steelers are what the Pittsburgh Steelers are. They have little to no offense. They have a hard time sustaining drives. They can get Gainwell going and get DK going a little bit, but I don't trust the offense. Defense can't stop a cold. I mean, they can't stop a run. They've been getting gashed and gashed and gashed. It's a front-running defense. They want to get a lead, which they can't do with their offense, and they want to pass rush. That's all they want to do. So I think A-Rod's getting spicy here at the end. I think there's a lot of frustration, but I think, you know, it's starting to kind of get into the negative territory where he's out on the field calling everybody out. Now he's calling out people in the media. I think it's a wrap.
You guys can give him a pass if you want, but he has a long, long history of calling out, especially his wide receivers. And he did it again. How dare him yesterday after his performance. And I'm with you. He framed it on either side with, I take accountability. But the money quote we didn't see was, when there's film sessions, everybody shows up. And when I check to a route, you do the right route. We have other opportunities outside of the facility, other meeting times, and I look forward to seeing all the boys there. Okay, this is the Aaron Rodgers who alienated all sorts of wide receiver teammates, many of whom I have talked to over the years in Green Bay, starting with my man Greg Jennings, who caught the post route that broke open the one Super Bowl that Aaron Rodgers did win, and he was the MVP. It was 15 freaking years ago. 15 years ago. And since that Super Bowl, he is 7-9 in the postseason and keeps getting a pass for it. He is washed up. He was washed up at the end with the Packers, with the Jets when he was healthy last year, and he's washed up this year. He had a QBR yesterday of 6. He fell to 27th in the NFL in QBR. And you have the audacity, you dare to call out your wide receivers when the defense alone gave up 249 yards rushing at home. And you played, you're done, man. You are so, as LeBron says, washed. And speaking of LeBron, he and Aaron Rodgers are the two greatest media manipulators ever. Aaron Rodgers is a finger-pointing, blame-deflecting diva of the highest order, and he did it again yesterday. He did it even off this. He's trying to say, yeah, I'll take accountability, but look at those, look at that. What's the headline on ESPN.com as we speak? The number one story is Aaron Rodgers calls out wide receivers, okay? Wide receivers. If I'm one of those wide receivers, I say, screw you, brother. I don't want to play for you. I don't want to play with you. And that's what happened to him at the end in Green Bay. They didn't want to deal with him because he's vintage Aaron on the field. It's always throwing up his hands like, right. What are you doing? 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 Oh, it's never his fault. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give him a pass for this. And he is at the epitome. He is the reason this team is crumbling right before your very eyes, that he's not a leader. He's not Aaron bleeping Rodgers anymore. And you say, look at the roster. No, you have to start with the quarterback. And I'm not going to blame Mike Tomlin for this because he hadn't been able to replace Ben Roethlisberger since Ben Roethlisberger. And they tried to take a budget shot. This was a cheap shot with Aaron Rodgers because they didn't pay him very much money. And you get what you pay for. And that's where they are. And they are an absolute wreck. They got no shot from here on. If Aaron's your quarterback, you got no shot. And I don't think he gained any favor in that locker room from saying this.
Right.
So you give him no shot.
No shot.
So what do we call it when Baker did that with the Bucks last week or 2 weeks ago?
But they're playing at a high level.
So it makes it different?
It does.
Are they playing at a high level? The
Well,
Bucks?
they were, and then
He
they fell
called them
off.
out because they wasn't playing at a high level.
Right, but they were,
but they were
prior to
practice
that.
during the week. How we been practicing ain't it. Guys need to do this, and this.
Right.
It's
Cool
the same
when Baker
thing.
do
What's the
it.
difference?
Okay, but Baker Mayfield is the reason they are who they are.
Yes.
He had 4 walk-off throws
Yes.
to win the first 4
So
games.
you got to.
So
you
the
gotta
leader, you have to be a certain level.
Yeah,
so
you gotta
can't
back
just
it up.
be a leader and say this is what we're doing wrong, including me.
But
Right.
Baker didn't say my wide receivers are late and they're not showing up to meet
He
me.
might as well
And,
say.
and Baker's not out there, pointing at the offensive lineman, pointing at the receivers, then calling them out
I
after
like
the
the
game.
pointing.
Baker was a little more constructive criticism, like, hey, we got to have better practices. Our heads got a little
There's
too big.
a famous soundbite of Peyton Manning yelling at the offensive line,
Yeah.
telling them to block.
Yeah.
I played with Peyton. Peyton stay on everybody.
Tom Brady, there's
But when
videos
Tom
of
stay
him
on everybody.
slamming stuff
Tom
on the
and Peyton are
sideline
way
and
different
slamming
than Aaron
him. Like,
Rodgers
what's
at
the
this
difference?
point in his career. Tom and Peyton are getting after the offensive line. They're going to the playoffs. They're making
going to
deep
Super
postseason
Bowl.
runs. They're going
Yeah.
to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is washed.
Tom got-
He looks like a bum, and now
Peyton
he's
got
calling
two
everybody
rings.
out.
But he got two, he got one.
But when he was in his prime and he was doing it, they were going to playoffs. He was
Well,
winning MVPs.
then I can tolerate that. If you're having some success, and
Bro.
we
So that's like saying,
Rich.
Richie, when y'all was fucking trash, you can't call out your line or you can't say nothing because
no,
y'all
I just
trash.
say you're coming from a completely different spot. You
Well,
know,
y'all team was trash.
Aaron Rodgers
If your
has been ass
O-line was
all
playing
year.
bad, you got on their ass,
But
right?
Aaron Rodgers has been ass since he left Green Bay. He hasn't done shit with the Jets.
Okay.
Everybody, he's the best thrower of the football in a generation.
He's
I got
a
a ton of
quarterback,
respect.
man.
He's a great quarterback, but he doesn't have it anymore. And then when you're having those meltdowns on the field and calling people
Then
out
y'all-
week
y'all-
after week.
So
and
if he throw it past and he say, God damn, y'all automatically, look, he pointing at he could be talking about his fucking self.
Right.
No,
He could be
because-
talking about himself.
But that's what he's doing.
You know,
He's pointing right at guys.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
calling guys
So-
out like
so question.
you.
On the Roman Wilson throw, he did something, but he was talking about his damn self.
So
Right.
he just said, he said in the interview, I looked at Jonnu and I said, I checked to an inside route. He ran an outside route. And
Right.
I threw to where I checked to and he
Right.
wasn't there.
Yep.
So if I look at him and say, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. Well, Mariota.
If I
last
call
night-
a game-
Mariota
This is the NFL, you
last
gotta run
night,
your
he
route.
checked to something out on the outside. They had a
Well, who
miscommunication.
gives a fuck about Mariota? He ain't got no playoffs, no chips, no nuts, so he can't say
he's-
shit, right?
But in the heat of the moment, he's not out there like, oh you, oh
Well,
this
maybe he
guy,
need to
oh
be.
this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd be 7-9 in the playoffs with a championship if he was like that.
I don't.
Maybe he would be. Like, bro, y'all want him to be Pike the Tongue. It's
man.
okay. That ain't how you fucking win in the league.
We
That
all
ain't how
pros.
you win, fam.
We all
Somebody got to
pros.
take.
He's too.
When,
and he-
when was the last
and-
time he won?
15 years ago.
Yeah,
Exactly.
15 years ago.
When was the last time Mariota won? He been in the league
never.
15 years.
He doesn't belong in this conversation.
Yeah, he doesn't belong in the conversation. But I'm just saying, like, same instance last night. They fucked up on the outside. Mariota's not out there pointing people out. Rodgers is out there calling people out on the field, calling people in the media. He is the biggest diva ever. He's kind of like,
what's his playoff record?
Look at me, and then he gets all the attention. He's like, look away. No. Respect my privacy. And he plays this thing, right? And we keep saying he's the best ever. He's the best ever. He's the best. He needs to retire. He doesn't have it. He can't cook no more.
12 and 10.
He's 12 and 10 in the playoffs.
Okay, he got passes. The last 3 years in Green Bay, each season ended with a home loss. A home loss.
Well, he was there, though, Skip.
They were the 1 seed and lost to Jimmy G's 49ers at home. They were the 1 seed and lost the NFC Championship game to Tom Brady at Lambeau.
Oh, man.
He lost to Tom Brady. He lost to Tom Brady and the team that won the Super Bowl.
All right.
There's guys who don't even make it, Skip.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
and his last year in Green Bay, they played Detroit like a playoff for the playoff games at home on a Sunday night, and he sucked in that
It's
game.
guys
Go look
who
it
you
up.
love, Skip, who ain't even sniffed the chip.
Okay, so we're talking
So
about
maybe
Aaron
they,
Rodgers.
but I'm
What do
saying
you
maybe
want
they
him
need
to
to
do,
take
Rich?
something from A-Rod
What do you
and
want me
put
to
it
do
in
after
their
that
game.
game?
Maybe they need to take something from A-Rod and put it in their game. Stop being so fucking nice.
Okay.
Call somebody ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like Lee would do on the field.
You
Simple as
realize
that.
Green Bay said, that's enough of you. We're done with you.
Yeah.
We ship you out of here. We don't want to go forward with you. That's all you need to know.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
Who was the quarterback when you won Super Bowl?
Mr. Kraft said that about Tom, too. Get the fuck on. I don't want to deal with you no more.
Didn't that happen
Oh,
to
well, that
Indy?
happened to
No,
everybody.
Bill
That happened
said
to
that.
Peyton.
Yeah, that was
kicked
Bill.
Peyton out.
Yeah, that was
That was
Coach
Bill
said-
Belichick.
Coach said, Tom, we
kicked
don't
Peyton
want to
out
deal
for
with you no
Andrew
more,
Luck.
nigga.
It
But that
happens.
shit happened in sports. It's okay. It's
They
all right.
went to Denver and won a Super Bowl. They kicked him out of Indy for Andrew Luck. That's what happens.
It
I
happens.
don't
I
understand.
just think Aaron Rodgers is causing way more problems than he solved.
How is he? What problems is he causing?
He's calling
They
people out
won't
on the
like
field.
this.
He's calling people out
They
in the
won't
media.
like
He's
it.
Problem
creating-
is they couldn't stop Duo last night.
Right.
That shit, the same play ran for 200 yards. That's the problem. Right there. That was
But
the
they
problem.
don't have any offense. They've showed no signs of life
Yep.
on offense. Rodgers
So
is
that's
supposed
his
to
fault.
get them over. Yes,
So
Rodgers is
you
supposed
guys
to get them
you
over
guys
the
are
hump.
split out of Aaron Rodgers. But right now we got 6-6, 6-6 for the Ravens. Then we got 4-8 for the Bengals. So it's up for grabs. If you guys kind of believe in Aaron Rodgers, do you believe in the Steelers to win this division?
I'm done with the Steelers.
You're
Done with them.
No, I'm
He's
done.
like, I just fought,
No.
I fought
Wait a
for
second.
What are you
Rodgers,
talking
but-
about?
Wait a
Aaron
second.
Rodgers called somebody out.
Made out. No,
If
that's
Aaron
not. We're
Rodgers
not
want
talking
to
about
call
the play.
somebody out, he could call somebody out. They don't got nothing to do with who the fuck I'm picking.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm done
All
with
right.
the boys. Hey, like you said,
They're cooked.
it ain't consistent on offense and it ain't consistent on defense, bro. You give up 200 yards rushing in December, I'm done. I'm out. Hey.
okay, so
I
who
don't
you
like-
got?
Who do you got?
Who you got?
Shit, I look at the Ravens schedule. They play the Steelers twice, the Patriots, and then they at the Bengals, at the Packers. I could see them losing 2 games, having 8 losses. I look at the Steelers schedule. They play the Ravens twice, at the Lions, at the Browns, play the Dolphins. I could see them losing 2 games.
Yep.
I look at the Bengals schedule. They go to the Bills. If they can go beat these Bills on the
That'll
road
change everything, yeah.
and end up with 8 losses, they're going to have the best division record, and I like the fucking Bengals.
Wow.
Woo!
I like
Things
the-
are changing
I
in the North.
I like the Bengals to go get a
Yeah.
dub in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, Pittsburgh, I don't trust the offense. The defense is in shambles.
It's shambles.
Shambles.
Bengals are just in too deep of a hole. Like, they literally have to just win
They have to
out.
win out.
And their defense, I don't trust their
They
defense.
did it before.
Joe Burr is
They-
great, but
they have
it's,
done it.
it's all on the
They
defense.
didn't make the playoffs when they did.
But I
But
mean, all
that
you said was
was-
win out. They did
They
it
had,
before.
yeah, that was because the AFC North last year they had
Yeah.
way
Three
yeah.
loss. You had a 3-loss
The division
Ravens
was
team.
intense.
Right.
This year it's a crazy division. It's
Yeah.
up for grabs.
Like they could
I think-
win a division.
I think Baltimore with the 2 games against the Steelers, I think that's going to decide the division.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore is not playing lights out football and they're not playing their best, but the defense
Yeah.
has improved. Lamar's back; he's doing a little bit. I'm rolling with the Baltimore Ravens.
So you like the
Richie's
Ravens to
got
go
the
to Green Bay, get a
Ravens.
dub, and you like them to beat the Patriots when the Patriots pull up.
Listen, the Packers play up and down. Jordan Love's been up and down. They can put up 10 points or they can put up 40 points.
So yes.
So yeah, I mean, I'll take the Ravens.
And then you like the
I'm taking
Patriots to
Baltimore.
come. You like the Ravens to beat them too.
That's a loss. I'll
can
chalk
have
that up
one
to a
loss.
loss.
They can have, yeah.
They can have a loss in there. But
you like them to
it's the
split.
2 games with the Steelers.
So you like if they split, you think they're gonna split or they gotta
I think I think they're going to win both of them.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to win both of them. I think
Versus
that
Steelers, they're
They
gonna
can't lose,
split.
too.
They're gonna
I think
split.
I
That's tough.
believe I believe I'm going with the Ravens because you talk about going into Green Bay and winning. Carolina, and we'll get into them later.
Yeah.
Yes.
They went in there
up
and won
there.
just running the ball.
Yes.
And if Baltimore can't do nothing else, they still can run the ball.
Run it.
And run game travels, and that's what you need right now. And the defense is only giving up, I mean, not only, but they're giving up 24 points a game. They only play one team that scores more than that the rest of the season. So they can compete. But then you look at all that.
They
so
lost to the Panthers. Tucker Kraft got hurt that game. The Packers done found some shit. They tweaked their offense
saying, there's
a little
a
bit without
possibility.
him.
I mean, I'm saying
It's a
it can
different
happen.
offense. Now, this
Yeah.
ain't that same Panthers. Our main nigga got hurt in this game. We don't know what to do. This ain't that offense right now.
I don't trust the offense. I mean, they're great. They're a really good team. The defense is balling. But I just don't trust the offense. They play down to the level of their opponents. They play great against bad teams.
I'm taking
But, like,
Baltimore to win the division.
Yeah.
All right, 2 for
Smart
Baltimore.
man.
Quick thought on Pittsburgh. To your point, I look at the defense and all the names on that defense. I
supposed
look
to-
at
that's why I was
T.J.
in.
Watt
Supposed
and
to be great.
Jalen Ramsey and that defensive front, and I'm like, how?
How?
How? What are you doing,
Not
man?
done.
That's why I was on board, Skip.
Okay, I got it. Here's the point. To your point, this coming Sunday, we got 2 big games coming up. We got a Thursday night Dallas at Detroit.
Yep.
That's going to be a season maker or breaker for the
both.
Dallas
For
Cowboys.
each team.
For
Then,
each team.
then we got the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow going to Josh Allen. It's going to be a season maker or breaker for the Cincinnati Bengals. They are 5.5-point underdogs. I believe they will win that game just because of Joe Burrow. And I think it'll be a shootout, and it'll be maybe the game of the year to watch on Spectator Sport. And I just think the Bengals are going to win out. And if they win out, Baltimore, I still like them, but I don't love them. And they haven't shown me over there, what have they won, 5 in a row. But I haven't sat back and said, oh, look at that, man. They're completely back. I like what they did at Minnesota, but it was against JJ, and now you look at JJ and you say, man, I just don't know. And with Cincinnati, they just came back to life. They went to Baltimore on Thanksgiving night and won 32-14. It was like a wow game where you just say, look, he transformed them back
And
into
he
the
wasn't even
Bengals.
in full step.
He
Like,
wasn't.
that was just
He wasn't.
part
He
of
didn't
Joe
play
Burrow.
great. He played very well. But I just think they're going to win out and win the division like going away. If they can beat Buffalo, it's going to be hard to stop them.
I think up in Buffalo they're going to see a heavy dose
They
of
will.
James Cook,
They're-
and they got to shut
They
him
gotta
down.
stop
They
that.
got to stop him. Well, okay, so
James
Cincinnati,
Cook's
they
on
got
fire.
hope, right? They got Joe back. They got some swag. Baltimore's got Lamar back. Defense playing better. Now we have the Steelers, who are a rotting, stinking, dead
They are.
carcass. You got
Yep.
everybody pointing fingers. You got
Yep.
A-Rod stirring things up in the
Yep.
media, and that's just why I don't like that for their situation. They're 6-6. They could make a move, but they just can't move the ball.
Yeah.
The Ravens see Drake May, Burrow, Love, A-Rod twice.
I'll take the 2 wins over A-Rod. Love's up and down.
That's
Drake.
tough, man.
That's
It's tough.
tough.
No,
That's
Baltimore.
man.
Baltimore got the toughest schedule.
They got the toughest
But
schedule out of
they-
all of them.
But I
They
just
probably the
trust-
best team out of all
I
of them.
just
Right,
trust.
they
I
have a
trust.
higher ceiling.
I trust them to have enough to win, opposed to Cincinnati. Joe
Right.
Burrow, what he did different because they was putting up points. He was putting up 30. He didn't turn the ball over.
That defense just gave the
Turn the
Ravens
ball over.
14.
Yeah, he turned the ball over. But do you trust that to be
Well,
consistent?
Man, look, I just seen this defense, right? They gave Lamar 14. Shit, they just got at the Patriots. If Flacco don't
If Flacco
throw the
didn't turn
dumbass
that ball over,
check
they
down
would've won that
to
game.
the crib, they might beat the Patriots. So I see this defense
Yeah.
is not just trash. They even flipped the switch. They playing a lot better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this ain't the
the-
bottom rank.
Cincinnati's hopes and dreams die in Buffalo.
Hey, if they
Yeah,
lose
we'll
to Buffalo,
find-
it's over.
Yeah.
So majority
Agreed.
of the chat is riding with the Ravens, but then right below it, they got the Bengals, and
Okay.
everybody's out on the Steelers.
done.
Yeah,
Steelers.
done with
Steelers
that.
are in
Hey, man,
shambles.
that guy-
Your defense got to start
Outta
playing
here.
better, bro.
I'm telling you, man. They
You talking about
got
what
yeah.
on us is a shit performance. Like, you can't be talking like that in December, bro.
Right.
Give up
Yeah.
200-plus yards rushing in December? Like, nah, bro.
Gerald,
Yeah.
isn't that an impressive front? You got Cam Hayward, you
Yeah.
got Keanu Bent, you got TJ Watt,
You know
got
what- you know the
Highsmith, you got
X
Look at the
Urban.
back, but look at the backups. You got
No, you
Herbert
know-
and Sawyer coming
Right.
off the backups.
I know.
You know the
Like,
X
turn the fuck
factor.
on.
When I watch that line, you know the X factor is Derek Harmon, the rookie.
Yeah.
When
Big
he
body.
was out, they were terrible. When he's been back, they've
Yeah.
been really good. You notice he didn't play Sunday.
Yeah. Well,
He's been a big X factor for that group.
That's a talented
That's
defense.
why they drafted him in the first round, because they needed that guy.
Darius Slay a healthy scratch. Like, bro, what the fuck is
Ramsey's like they've been pretty healthy, the defense. It's not like we're missing this guy, this guy, this guy. Like they got their guys up front.
They're just not
But they
gelling.
just can't stop the run. I mean, that defense is built for the offense to go out, score some points, put up 14, 21 points.
How that defense can't stop the run?
Right. I know.
How?
They are just pass rushing guys. They want you got to play with the lead.
So
and
J.J. Watt
They got
Stop the
T.J. Watt on the.
I mean, T.J. Watt can't stop the run.
the whole front can't stop the
So
run.
can T.J. Watt stop the
T.J.
run?
Watt.
He's a dynamic playmaker. I mean, he
But can he
you
stop the
said-
run?
but to stop the run, you need 11 guys.
No, fuck that. When they come to first,
hold on.
we don't need 11 guys.
Weren't we just saying that they can't stop the run, and now we're
Yeah, we did. But we going back to
I want to ask
when we
I'm
were
just asking the question.
man.
When we
I'm
ask
just
if Parsons
asking.
stop the run, it's a quick no.
Well,
It's not we
well,
need 11 guys.
Well, if I'm offensive game
You
plan,
screamed at us and said,
Fuck that.
T.J. Watt, Max, and all this. So we already settled Max. Now we go to T.J.
TJ can stop the run, right?
TJ can stop the run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can stop the run.
Yeah, that's what
He
I'm
can
saying.
stop the
And
run.
Casey Hayward, he can stop the
He
run.
can stop
right?
the run, right? That's why I'm so shocked
we
that
love-
they can.
And we
But
believe
got-
TJ
they
can, but
got-
that's the point we was making. You can't just put it on one person. That's what I'm saying.
All these guys who can stop the run and they can't stop the run.
100%. But when we were talking a couple weeks ago, we were talking about Micah and his impact in the run game. I drifted the conversation to Max.
And then
you
that
got in the
Thanksgiving
hot water.
game, did he stop the run that day? Skip, did he look physical that day? Skip, I wasn't here. I'm sorry to go back.
I don't want to get off on this because I want to talk about Shador.
Yeah, we got to
do.
get to. We got, yeah.
Question
do it.
real
We'll do it tomorrow.
It's
I
just one
promise
question.
you. I'll
It's
do
a
the
yes
whole
or no
thing. It's a
question.
20-minute.
I need a drink.
Yeah,
I need
it
a
is.
drink.
Hey, listen.
I'm going to take a break.
It's
He
a
look-
If Skip
wormhole.
can't answer my question, I'm going to take a break.
He looked,
You're going to miss Shador?
I'm going to take a break. It's a yes or no question. Did he look physical or not?
He is not a physical football
All right, that's all I
agree.
There we go. We got
That's all
the
I
Okay,
want
let's
to know.
move on to Shador because we
That's all
got
I
to
want
talk
to know.
about him. Okay, Shador got his